What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and today we are still working on the IMCA Modified body. So let's get to work. Got my roof cap made now. Kind of show you how I did that. I have a hem and a hem. I went with 1 inch on each side, and then you can kind of see, if I hold it still enough, you can kind of see where there's a bend and a bend and a bend and a bend every ½ inch. I started putting bends in, and then you end up with this kind of rounded shape. Now my brake is not perfect, so on the other side it was very rounded. There wasn't so much definition on the part, so you can see that this is kind of squared up and this side's very round. But hey, it's gonna work. It's gonna do what we want it to do. We'll get it put up here. The only other thing that I did as far as roof cap goes, and I was talking about doing it, is I added a 1 inch piece of angle, just 1/16 inch thick, to go across here. I only put 4 pop rivets in it now, because when I go to put the roof cap on, it's going to sit in place across here. Boom. Sit in place across there, and then it'll get pop riveted down through both of those things. And then there it'll be. So I did that just for a little bit more support on this corner. In the past, I just had the roof cap doing it, and I mean, it worked up until we took a little bit of not a big shot, just a little bit of contact up here in the right front, directly where all of this stuff was, and it drug it down and sucked it down, and then there's forever kind of a little droop right there. So doing that to hopefully that'll work out. And you can kind of see, here's the old one, right? Here's the old one, and you can see where it kinked right there, and it just allowed that to droop down. And no matter how many times you try to straighten it out, it kind of it'll come back. So that's where we're at with the roof cap. Next pieces are, again, caps on the front and the rear. Let's keep moving forward. Don't mind the chaos. There it is. Mount it up in place. Looks kind of funky from the side. Yeah, from underneath. I never had that before, but I think it's gonna work out. Okay, guys, I wanted to show you this. I have one of the caps done. Granted, this is the front cap. This one over here. It's just because of the limitations of my brake, 3/4 inch hem, 3/4 inch hem, and then 1 inch and 1 inch, and then she just boop. This is actually the one that'll go up front and be underneath the hood, but this is, you know, obviously I've been working like an animal and everything is a mess up there, so this was the quickest and easiest way to show it. My first attempt did not go very successfully. As you can see, this thing got super messed up. It's only like 1/4 inch thick over here. What ended up happening, I don't know if my cut was off or the bender was bending weird or what happened, but this side ended up being like 1 inch and something hem. And then when I tried to split this thing in half, it went to garbage. So gonna have to make another one, but that's okay. I need to make a rear one anyways, and I was not thinking ahead when I cut these out. I cut out 2 to be the exact same here, but really my next one, I want a 1 inch top, and then because I have a filler panel that goes here, I want to flare this out a little bit. I'll put a break, making it break out in this direction just a little, for that to tuck up underneath there, all super nice. So instead of this being 1 inch, I'll probably make it 1.5 inches, just to give it a little bit more to tuck up under and be okay. Granted, I think my old one was 1 inch and 1 inch, and then just, you know, had a 1/2 inch grab and snap on there. But I don't know. I think having just a little bit more would be nice, especially like towards the end of the last body's life. This area here got bent up a little bit, right, and then the filler panel kept drooping out. If I had just another 1/2 inch, it would actually stay held in there. Other thing I made here, whoop, there it goes. Other thing I made here was a spoiler, 2 inches, 2-inch spoiler with the crate motor. I figure I'm just gonna run the crate motor for a while, so I made myself a spoiler. Show you how I made this. 3/4 inch hem first, and then I bent it up, and then 1 inch here, and then 2 inch folded over completely on itself, and then whatever was left over, 3/4 inch here, to be able to bolt it down. And so I'll have my cap sitting on, and then this will go in place here, and just pop rivet down right there, and then I will have a nice nice spoiler. So again, I'll give you guys kind of a good look at this. You'll have to unfold it. If you're using mine as a template, you'll have to unfold it in your brain, right? So here it is, right? And I started on this end, I put a hem in, folded it, and it was still flat, hemmed this way, and then I put a 90 in it. Whoa, my arm don't do this. Put that 90 in it, opposite the hem, folded it over, 2 inch here, and then the leftover is what I have to bolt down with. So man, we're chugging right along. I'm gonna remake this cap here. I think the unfortunate deal about that is I had the perfect amount of material left over. This piece right here is what's going to be turned into the filler panel. It is almost the exact size. It just needs to be trimmed down a little bit, but now I have just a little bit of stuff to make, right? Oh, you know, it stinks when you mess up like that, but it is what it is. I'm half tempted to find the old one. Yeah, find the old one here and put it on there, but nah, we'll make a new one, even though I'm probably gonna have to cut into a new piece of material. Actually, it's gonna be okay, because I have to cut into a new piece of material because I messed up on, if you remember correctly, I messed up on this one, on making this panel, so that was a waste. So now I have to cut into a piece of material to make this. I still have to cut into a piece of material to make a new filler panel right here, which is still pretty big. And then I have that angle bracket, and then I have enough scrap sitting out there. Probably that piece that I messed up on up front here, that one that I miscut, will probably turn into the new A-pillar. So status update, got my end bracket piece. You can see what I was talking about, that little flip there. Just makes it a little easier to slide the rear filler in. I am cut for the new rear filler panel. I'm cut. I do need to bend that still. I was really hoping I could borrow a finger brake to be able to make it, but looks like I'm going to be doing it the hammer method, clamp and hammer method. It's getting a little bit late now, so I went ahead and cut my angle aluminum. This is going to be used for my body mounts. Since it's getting late and I can't really stay outside and continue to bang out body panels, I am going to move on and move into the garage and start mounting absolutely everything that I can. I think the only deviation to that plan is I have not cut this panel yet. So I'm gonna go cut and bend this panel, and then that'll be it for me as far as outside goes. But I should be able to move inside and really start working. I guess the only other piece to that is I also need to still do my A-pillars, but I can start getting those, like the old ones, set up into place and be like, yeah, this is exactly how I want, or no, I need to add here or subtract there. So gonna try to get as much as I possibly can done today. We are, or tonight, we are running out of time. It is Sunday night, and this thing's got to go get stickers put on it, and heck, I still haven't even addressed the major chassis issues that we know about, right? So which is the bent, I'm not sure if you guys can see it in the dark right now, but my bent 4-bar mounts. So still lots to do. Got our front nose piece made here. That and that are not mounted whatsoever, and I still got to finish mounting, cutting the sides, but you know, went ahead and started mounting the sail panels and fenders, and next rear fenders, and then next will be doors. So I thought I'd show you guys. I talked about a bow in the body panel. Right now this is like really straight, but if I grab a hold of that and pull it in, you can see how it kind of turns into this nice natural bow on the outside. So really the mounts that I'm going to install will hold that nice shape. So just wanted to show you guys that. I'm gonna keep moving. I also decided to go with a slightly different approach on mounting. Pop rivet, pop rivet, pop rivet, pop rivet, and then I go to bolts. Just kind of in the spirit of the whole breakaway thing. If you go back and you look at my some of my old videos with my old body when it was getting tore up, there on the right rear, I got hit and it peeled it, but where the bolts did not give, it just ripped through the body panel, trashing the panel. So I'm hoping that the first 4 or 5 on the end being pop rivets, if something like that were to happen again, it would just pop those pop rivets, and then up here towards the front, having bolts in it, that'll keep it from, you know, completely disconnecting. But I don't know. We're gonna try it, see what happens. Hopefully it works out. Well, I need to apologize a little bit. I just kind of went off and started working, but mostly mounted up here. Still got to do a support underneath the nose. Gonna limit the amount of bolts and stuff that are in, but I'll probably add 2 more into this one. And of course, once we get into the mounts and stuff, that'll get mounted even more solid. Got my A-pillars done, and they're actually in place, so don't need a clamp. Body is hanging. Still need to obviously get that mounted where it's supposed to be, and I need to trim around the tires. That's all fairly easy stuff. Right now I'm currently working on cutting out the hood. What I did is I drilled a hole the same way that I found this. I put a little bolt in the top of my carburetor hat, tapped it, found center, drilled it out. Let me show you. Drilled it out. Now setting my air cleaner over the top of it, and then I needed 17 inches in diameter, which this is 14 inches. So it gave me 3 inches, split that in half, 1.5 inches. Found something that was round, that was 1.5 inches from there to there. And then I just shove it there, grab whatever I was going to use to mark it, and walked it around. This wasn't exactly a perfect fit on the lip. Really, I probably should have done it that way, but I didn't want it to be all cattywampus inside there. So, but that's how I got my quote-unquote perfect circle. Cutting it is another question, but that's quote-unquote a perfect circle. The reason why I did 17 inches inside to inside, here to here, is just over 17 inches. You want to give yourself some room next to your air cleaner. One, to be able to get your hood on when your air cleaner's on. Two, to, you know, give space for your air cleaner to suck in air. Also, if you get any form of body damage or whatever and the hood slides over, at least you got a little bit of room for your body to move before it starts really digging into your air cleaner. Gonna finish cutting that out, then we will move on to actually probably slicing out the fender wells just enough to where when I start hanging the body braces, the actual braces that'll hold this thing, the tire won't limit it from being pulled into where I want it to be pulled into. Other little pieces that are missing as of right now are my mounts for the filler panel back here. I still got to weld little tabs in and put those mounts in, mark them and drill them. But other than that, it's again just trimming out stuff. Still got to trim out both of the front, I guess, wheel wells, if you want to call it. Trim out the front portion of the nose for the front tires for clearance. And we're rocking and rolling, so get back to work. Alrighty guys, here she is. It is currently 1 a.m. but body panels, sail panels, everything is on, and everything is rough, I mean really rough, trimmed, but this will give Ryan over there at Gilmore Graphix the base that he needs to start getting stickers and stuff put on. That was the main goal. I just really wanted to be able to get this thing into the trailer. I mean, as far as mounts go, I literally only have one strap on every panel. So the rear one's on this door. There's only one holding this thing in. You can't really see, but there's only one holding this one in. And again, only one holding this one in. But that'll get it into the trailer. Thank goodness. It's supposed to get dropped off in the morning, which means that I have to get the car cleared off. And look at all of that plastic that I have to strip off this thing. Oh, Joyce. I think that is probably the most time-consuming part of making a body, is getting all the plastic stripped off of it. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna clear the car off, make it to where it's super easy for me to wake up early, hook up to the trailer, get the car loaded, and get it over to Gilmore Graphix. So for now, we'll see you later. Alright guys, the car is off on its spa day. Getting its stickers done over there at Gilmore Graphix. That is freaking awesome. I'm glad we made that, but we still got a whole lot more work to do, as you can probably see. Oh, what's that? Yeah, that's what's next. So we're gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions, comments, concerns down below. Check out the Lumsden Motorsports Facebook page. Reach out to me on there if you want a t-shirt. My brother's not here, so keep the dirty side down, and we'll catch you next time.